Yo. 420 Kids, live, direct, in effect, Oklahoma City bound, the D-Town, knowledge is key, Dirty Mac, and what's happening?
What's the business?
Sir. What's the business? What's the business? Hey, man.
What's popping out there in the city, man? These lights shining in Dallas, man. He left downtown Dallas just a minute ago, man. Y'all know what that ball look like out here, bro. Hey, Dallas is popping for real. What's up, D-Town?
Like over Red and Baca.
Oklahoma City.
Yes, sir. Brother. Man. In today's episode, we got LeBron calls out critics for not questioning him about Jerry Jones' racist photo. What you think about that, man? They was quick to jump on his ass about Kyrie. You hear me? They was quick to jump on his ass about Kyrie. So shit,
super
man.
They jumped all on his ass. I mean, in which LeBron could have not said nothing, but that was a hell of a redemption. Redemption, LeBron James.
All right, straight up.
Big ups to you.
Let's go right into this live video article, man.
In the last few days, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones was spotted in a well-known photo of a mob protesting the desegregation of his Little Rock High School when he was just a teenager. And LeBron James wants to know why more people aren't talking about that. Watch this.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that. I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just
sweep it under the rug. You hear me? They've been talking about Kyrie Irving and Kanye West for how long? Shit. How long? Tell me about it, man.
Man, you wouldn't happen to have Jerry Jones' response to all this, would you?
Yeah, I do, man. Matter of fact, Jerry Jones' response. Let's go into see what the brother man said. Straight up.
With this, a picture of young Jerry Jones standing in a crowd of white male students attempting to stop the integration of North Little Rock High, their school, by 6 black students. And by the way, they were successful, driving the black students off through force and intimidation.
See, that was his response right there. You hear me? So we got to define
That wasn't Jerry's response.
That was Jerry. They said Kyrie Irving's response, he be an anti-Semitic shit. This our news station. You hear me? This our news media. We go shit. Jerry Jones need to pay $500 million to the ACLU. You hear me? And he needs to take critical race theory about the treatment of African Americans. He needs to hire black coaches. You hear me? Same
He need to sit down with Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah, he need to sit down
with Dr. Umar Johnson, so he can coach him on the culture, so he can know how and why we talk and act the way we do. Look, so all of this is programming. But Kyrie Irving said something deep. He said, "Keep the same energy." So they showing you the master to slave relationship, because when they asked Jerry Jones about this, about LeBron saying, "Why y'all ain't ask me about the Jerry Jones photo?" He immediately started saying, LeBron James is a great athlete. LeBron James that made a whole lot of other people a lot of money. He has a big platform. So why are you talking about the people who he's made money for in his platform? And you're an owner. You're an owner. And y'all trade players. You know, a lot of the mentality seems to take over from something else. You know what I'm saying? You be the judge, but I've heard of owners before, and I've heard of people getting shipped and traded, and you know what I'm saying, sold, and all this kind of shit. So Jerry Jones, what are you thinking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real. Let's say keep the same energy. Why is Luka Doncic not getting asked about these Jerry Jones photos?
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
This is. I want to keep the same energy. Everywhere it go, I want to keep the same energy.
He got the right complexion for the connection. He got the right complexion for the connection. You hear me?
Let's go.
They asked LeBron James about some shit he didn't even say.
Man.
How am I responsible for something somebody else did? This is the type of shit they on, bro. You hear me?
Man, so, Ice Cube said the same thing. Ice Cube said, "I'm not saying nothing about what Kanye said, but don't blame me for what he said. Like, don't come just because he throw my name in it. Don't say that I'm saying whatever." Ice Cube had his time where he said, "I'm mad at you because you let a Jew fuck up my crew, break up my crew." That's what he said. So he said his response to that a long time ago. In 2022, he didn't need to be brought in what he didn't make himself part of. Oh, we feel you, Cuba. Okay, LeBron James, it could have been the same. It could have been the same thing, but he came back and he said, "Hey, I heard Kyrie say keep the same energy, so I got to keep the same energy now." And he stood on that. You know, big ups to LeBron James. It take only a man to do that. We're not one of the people in the community where we finna beat people up again and again over their mishaps. LeBron spoke on every civil issue that you think he could speak on, whether he spoke on it the way you wanted to or not. He did what he could in that position. Like, there's a lot of people that would never speak in his place. They would never speak on nothing. You know,
absolutely.
He's not one of them. So
and they're gonna side with the power structure, like Charles Barkley and Shaq. They're gonna ride with the power structure. Not even they probably didn't even Shaq seen the movie. He was airing the movie at his theaters, probably didn't see it, but you automatically demonize him, you hear me, for some shit he didn't even say wrong. So that being said, man, hey man, we gotta do better. The narrative is being portrayed. We gotta keep that same energy. Jerry Jones, you know, you was talking about motherfucking African Americans. You was standing in line, making sure that they don't segregate. You hear me? It's the same motherfucker who got Emmitt Smith, the leading rusher in the NFL, still probably to this day got the title. You hear me? If I'm not mistaken, had to fight for a contract.
He had to fight for a contract. Man.
The leading rusher in the league. He just started getting black quarterbacks. You hear me? They've been racist.
Been like that. Now, let's not forget that he told any of the players on the Cowboys, if you kneel like Colin Kaepernick for what he was kneeling for, you automatically off the team. Yeah. Like, period, point blank. So you speak up on these things, but somebody say, hey, why Tom Brady? Why after the game, Tom Brady is, hey, you got a hell of a platform, Tom Brady. Why is nobody asking you about
Jerry Jones? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we want to hear from Tom Brady about Jerry Jones. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have to hear about that. And LeBron is a human. Jerry Jones is a human. I don't want to hear nothing else about the owner to the slave. Like, we tired of these relations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Break all them relations. everything is gonna be kept where you keep the same energy, because it's gonna be more and more people just speaking up saying, hey, that's some bullshit. That's real. Like, the veils have been lifted. You can continue to try to unveil them and all that shit, but people's eyes is not wide shut no more. Like, it's obvious what it is. And I take it a step further. I'm reading a book called White Fragility, and it basically tells you why a lot of white people behind the scenes do think that they're better. They do think that they're smarter. They are taught these things in school from Jump Street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we would be foolish to think that that's not a thought. Now, there is a such thing as when you integrate, they start saying, damn, some of these people are smart. Like, they're smarter than me. So it's not a fluke that the new generation is starting to see regardless. So now they like, hey, it's time to shut that shit down again. Like, the guys is awakening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can see what time, if you pay enough attention to see shit. But, you know, it is what it is. There will be no more, hey, Tom Brady, the media, you out there, do your job. When Tom Brady game is over with, he is a legend. He has more Super Bowls than any quarterback.
LeBron the GOAT in the NBA, and Tom Brady is the GOAT in the NFL. Why are they not asking Tom Brady about Jerry Jones? You heard me?
Let's go.
It's the same thing. You asking LeBron about Kyrie. It's the same. Is it not the same thing? Why is he not? What do you think about? What do you think? He's supposed to be like, I denounce any. Hey man, like I said, he needed to talk to Dr. Umar. He needed to donate $500 million.
You got to talk to the
doctor. He'll build it. Dr. Claude Anderson. Yeah. And get sensitive African American sensitivity training. You know.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Why do these motherfuckers they get diplomatic immunity?
Yeah.
He ain't hired a black coach. He ain't hired a black coach. You hear me? Damn, he hired a black coach, man. You hear me? Shit. Y'all always talk about, hey, man. Like I said, I'll keep repeating this. They keep talking about this anti-Semitism. The African Americans didn't play one role in the Jewish Holocaust. The Jewish people played a major role in the African American slave trade. They don't want to talk about that.
Jewish people. See, this is, that's for a whole nother day. But it's just something deeper, because for some reason somebody gets mad when certain complected people, I'm gonna say bronze put in the furnace people, when these people start saying that they were Jews, they were Hebrews. The whole Kyrie Irving thing, let's not forget, started because he was looking for himself, which is he only gonna realize at some point that himself was always in him. It was always there, right under his nose anyways. But regardless, his whole thing, if you know where you're from, you know where you're going. If you don't know your roots, you don't have any direction. How can a tree stand if it didn't have the roots that was in the ground? You know what I'm saying? So he didn't do nothing wrong. He was looking for his roots, but those roots are going to irritate, because now those roots put you in a stage of leadership. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody doesn't want to accept your leadership, if they don't want to accept that if they don't want to conclude to, if they know what it is when you know more, if they really know that shit, then what happens is now you have a sense of what do you call, if you already have a sense of entitlement, even some of us that look alike, you can intimidate somebody just by your presence alone. You know what I'm saying? So let's not take on the fact that somebody really knows who you are and they see your presence, and that presence becoming the presence it used to be. It's like, hold on, you got to stop it, because somebody's been taught to that you're their natural enemy, but you don't know it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
crimes against the mind. Mental side.
Some of them are realizing as well. Let me not just dog everything, just like I'm not gonna dog in those situations. There are some people that realize, yeah, I am this color. Yeah, historically, these people really were like this, you know, and I'm part part of saving the planet I live on, because whoever did whatever to them is going to do the same thing to me too. Like, you're not exempt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't rise, nothing rise. We fall, we go, everything go. There's no other way around it. There's no doubt about it. Like, they doing a surge, they doing all type of shit because they know this. They know this. They looking for another route, another escape route, a black hole or one. They looking for something because they know we go, everything go. So there is definitely agenda to, you see the agenda. You see the agenda. And I be careful. I'm careful with the curse words. I'm careful with everything now, because I know we are, bro. I just seen the thing where somebody got took down from the 18 age range to whatever, but he has like 300,000 and something subscribers. But they demonetized him when they took the 18 to when they took it down, they demonetized the dude. You know, so he said he took all the cuss words. He did a video about Mo3. You know, there was Cat. He did a video about Mo3, and he played their clips, and they was cussing. Whatever it was, bro. They took the video down for vulgar obscurities and some other kind of stuff. But whatever it is, I didn't know if you went from 18 and down, it demonetizes that video. You know, and he had like 400,000 views when they did it. And, you know, shit, he went to talking about, you know, people telling him in the comments he doing it for money and all kind of shit. But he just saying that the simple fact is that he gets paid for this. So, you know, and he pays other people to help him with it. So, you know, shit, it don't make sense to do things to be demonetized for people saying that you're cussing too much. It's like they want to make YouTube a family channel now. But prior to this, all kind of rap music was on. When we talking about running each other down, who wife you hitting, fly your girl back out here, she over there. All this is okay. It's okay. But when somebody starts
the thing about that, the rap thing about that, the exposure is the rap music. Because like I say, ain't nobody talking about this shit except the rappers. Ain't no the mob. You know, Kyrie Irving got a thing where he has a voice in the platform. This is my mistake, you know. But Kanye West personally is exposing the industry. Kyrie Irving just posted a movie, and that he probably, this shit blindsided him versus Kanye West. He knew what he was speaking on, what he was getting into. You know what I mean? So the whole narrative was being portrayed about, I say, LeBron calling out the critics and keeping the same energy is we always see our stuff more, or they make our problems or our differences bigger than theirs. Like I say, you don't see them, like you said earlier, they're not questioning Tom Brady about Jerry Jones. So why is you questioning LeBron James about Kyrie Irving? You know, so like I say, it's always the thing about, you know, keep the same energy. That's what I say. Keep the same energy. LeBron said it. And it always goes upon deaf ears, except these people that have a major platform and they have mega millions. These are billionaires talking. You hear me? We have classism issues. So the people that are on the lower, the impoverished people talking about racism or the white supremacy is going to fall upon deaf ears. But now, all of a sudden, it's like a consciousness, because these people that have money, they're talking about these same power struggles, the master to slave relationship. Yeah. Hey, man, are you sorry? Shut up. You say you're sorry. You hear me? No matter if you're saying it's true or false, say you're sorry. We have the power to crush you. We will stop all your money. Kanye West was a billionaire. Now he can't even use Apple Pay.
Bro, how do Jerry Jones get to not say nothing?
He don't gotta say nothing, because we can't affect his money. We can't affect Jerry Jones' money, except all we can get mad is be like, oh, we're not watching the Cowboys. But it takes a collective effort, a united effort, a united front. Individually, you ain't talking about nothing. So, like I say, we're gonna be mad 2 months, maybe 2 months, then we're gonna be Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? You hear me? How about them Cowboys? That's how we do. You know, a beggar nation can never rise to its full potential. We don't want our own shit. We just want to be a part of that shit.
Real shit. All Jerry Jones had to do was say, look, I was 80 years old. He could at least offer the people this much. I'm 80. I was 14 at the time. Yeah, that shit, it was messed up. You know, what was taking place, I regret that stuff like that ever happens. I employ a whole lot of players that look exactly like that in this day and age right now. And I try to treat them as fair as possible. But he didn't do that. Kyrie just said he watched the documentary. And y'all asking him denounce you, are you anti-Semitic? You know, every single night. Fuck no. Fuck no. So excuse me, people. Okay, but how can we let that slip? How can we let that ride? No. Jerry Jones, say, apologize, denounce racism. Don't be bigger than the problem. It's not owner to slave relations here. This is not what we're talking about. Like, let's get down to business. Like, we speak as men. We speak as men. Be the example. Be the example. You seen the owners suspend Kyrie Irving for 7 games for nothing. This man saying, I'm sorry every night. You know what I'm saying? Now we are talking about the experience of the bronze furnace gold people. Like, let my people go. How many times do we see these people get sacrificed? If it's not in real life, it's subliminally like Kyrie Irving got did. It's from a different way to tear these people down for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Simply because you say you better behind the scenes, but hide their greatness in front of them. Eventually, they will know. I have no problem with looking at people and telling them they great or good or anything. You know what I'm saying? But this is obvious. He can shoot a ball and dunk it, but I have more money than you. I don't have to say nothing about it. You know, that's basically what you're telling people when you don't say nothing about it.
This is,
you know, it's a simple. Yeah. What's up?
This is the thing when you feel with hatred. They feel with so much hatred that they're advertising the movie that they saying is anti-Semitic. Would nobody know about the movie if they wasn't using their hate to advertise it? So with their hatred, you hear me? They're creating an enlightenment. The hate you gave, you hear me? Speak it. You hear me? So nobody would know about the movie if they wasn't promoting the hatred and the racism. And like I constantly keep saying, Kyrie Irving and Kanye West, man, they dating white women. You hear me? And you're painting them in the image of being racist. Come on, they saying anything.
Come on.
These are professional black men at the top of their craft. They're at who you can say is better than Kyrie Irving at the top. Shit, you got to say somebody like Steph Curry. You hear me?
Yeah.
These Kanye West. Who you can say better than Kanye? You got to say somebody like JC. You hear me?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers at the top of their craft, bro. Professional black men that they turn down just for shits and giggles. Like the what's that movie with Eddie Murphy, Trading Places? You seen that?
Yeah.
Where they say, hey man, you finna make this bum ass motherfucker into a rich man. We finna make these rich motherfuckers into the bums. You hear me? That's the game they playing with Kyrie Irving and Kanye. That's why I don't support Kanye. You hear me? As far as the spirituality, as far as the voice, the black voice being suppressed, African American voice being suppressed, he's saying and doing the right thing. He's causing, I guess, an awakening that most of us don't want to see. You hear me? That's my thing. Most of us don't want to see it. But like I say, people real. Lower class been talking about these issues, but we have classes issues.
That's real. That's real. People have been talking about it, but however, what Kanye West is doing is making people forced to see what they didn't want to see, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And I think he might have got kicked out the brotherhood. Like, it might be something behind the scenes because he was around Balenciaga. Let's keep it real. Like, he had a contract with these people. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he probably didn't just now see that they do pedophilic shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff, but at some point, at least I can say
he didn't see it. Man, let me pull this shit up, man. I don't know if I can pull it up during the. Man, I'm gonna pull it up. This is disturbing. This image. I'm gonna pull it up. Matter of fact, I don't want to. I should have been prepared for that, but if you look at the photos, like how can man, what is y'all on, man?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's terrible.
It's real bad.
And you say, and you was right, bro. And him and Kyrie Irving have babies by non-Afrocentric people. Both of them do. So how can you call these people racist? Like,
it's absurd. Absurd.
Yeah, it's all the way absurd. It's all the way absurd. So, hey, bro, that's the piece I got with it, man. I just say keep the same energy. Like that speech, that spiel right there is real. Like I heard Kyrie said, LeBron said. I just say keep the same energy, man. I ain't heard Luka Doncic.
And it's for us though to keep that energy. I think that's who they was talking to, because we keep our head down when we're talking about African American issues. That's going on.
And that's what I was gonna say about the rap and about Kanye West. I'm about Kanye West. So he making people see what is hard to see. But however, the people who don't want to see it want to drag this dude and still call him crazy and say certain things. Now, he has said that he was drugged. Then we didn't heard somebody else say, I send you to Zombie Land. And he supposed to be a personal trainer. I don't know what type of personal trainer talk to a person like that. You know, but Kanye West called him a handler. You know what I'm saying? So when you start looking at Pastor Nick, if you start looking at everything that's taking place, you can't call the man crazy.
No, this is straddling the fence when people call him crazy, because he's more of aware of what the power that these people have. He said these people have killed, sacrificed my mother.
Mama, come on.
He said they sacrificed my mother. So the crazy initiative is being portrayed from they killed your mama. So you're basically walking the suicidal mission. Yeah. That's the crazy initiative. Is he perfectly sane? Does he know what he's doing? Yes. I think he know what he, you know. But the crazy part, who wants to die? Who wants to be a martyr? That must be the thing in this day and age.
This is where I challenge people that look like me or people that portray that type of energy. This is where I challenge you. This is where I challenge you. We didn't all heard the music, because I spoke on the music and I spoke on Kanye. We didn't all heard the music where we talk about self-degenerating, ride on a nigga, stomp on a nigga. We didn't all heard this. So if we didn't seen countless amounts of rappers die within the last 4 years, countless amounts. Don't make me go down the list. I'll be talking for the rest of the podcast. End of the day, why couldn't a few of those die and did what they say Kanye West is doing this crazy? If just a little bit of those, live for a cause, could you imagine the difference than all of these that died? People gonna die every day. Now, I'm not saying that people's not gonna die. There was a system designed for this. Let me make sure that I'm telling everybody that looks like me exactly that. There was a system designed for you not to be what you were destined to be. Bust it. A sperm cell, so-called, shoots from a man, swims to an egg. It doesn't swim to an egg. It's just like a magnet. This egg, just like a woman, is very attractive. She has a shape. She has something that lures a man to her. So this egg lures the sperm to it. When it goes into the sperm, it creates a light and the tail falls off. So that's telling you right there, the sperm gave its life to create light, to create a life. It could be two lives. So the sperm gave its life. So when I look at our path, once we manifest and come out that womb, we only give life to give light. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody took my life and it was giving light, then shit, I gave light. But if I was creating darkness and I only brought darkness to it, that's something different. But you got to know the difference. You got to know the difference to really.
And we had this conversation earlier. And why?
Yeah.
You said, because like you'd be like Kanye West is like as a righteous agenda, you know, as far as like versus a Mo3. This is why I say I would rather go out like Mo3 than a Kanye West, as far as him being a sacrificial lamb, which he's walking the Jesus or the Jesus road. This is apparent. He's crashing and burning, you know. So the reason I say I would choose the Mo3 path is because you out here in the field doing this. This is an individual. There's nobody else that's gonna get killed in his family besides Mo3. You see what I'm saying? Kanye West, when you bring an entire race into it, you hear me? You say your mama got sacrificed. So basically, the path that you're taking is involving you bringing everybody into your web. Versus Mo3, they're an isolated thing. Even a Tupac Shakur, isolated. Nipsey Hussle, isolation. Kanye West, this is so you're straddling the fence on issues to where you playing with a sensitive topic already. Race. This is the most sensitive topic. You say slavery was a choice. Then you backdoor with the MAGA hats. You know, African Americans are overwhelmingly Democratic, which I don't know why, because they just talk about issues that affect us and don't give a shit. You hear me? As a people, so we need to be bipartisan. But just speaking on Kanye West, as far as bringing an entire race of people into his mess. You hear me? Like I said, go ahead.
He said they sacrificed my mama. So if you stay in that industry, people around you gonna get sacrificed. Michael Jordan, what happened to his daddy, bro? Bill Cosby, what happened to us? Like, listen to a lot of stuff that Kanye West is saying, bro. He's telling you something. So you can say these people putting other people in harm, but if you stay in that, you get more money, bro. You putting them people in harm anyway.
Yeah, that 1%. That 1%. That 1%. That 1% of the wealthy. All them people you talking about is wealthy. That 99% of the people, they're not in that wealth bracket. They ain't regular people. So that's why I'm saying. Yeah.
Ye was there. Ye was there. He's still there. You know what I'm saying? He might have to pay for protection like a motherfucker because of some of the stuff he's saying. He might got top tier. But not Mike.
Do you think Kim is wrong for distancing herself from him?
Yes, very much.
You think she's wrong?
Yeah. Let me say that.
With the path, not just being human. We've been humans beyond colors. Yeah.
If I'm talking to her, I didn't heard her people say, he need to come talk to them in person behind the scenes. Ye like
rocking for a little bit.
Yeah. Ye saying for sure. I need everybody there. Like I need everybody to come talk. So at the end of the day, why is there a hide? We need to talk. They need to talk, but they not with each other. Or they don't want to do it in public. If there's nothing to hide, why not talk in public? Why not talk in a public place on TV? Kim Kardashian, she didn't had relations on tapes that were public. Why you can't have a conversation with your husband or your ex-husband, however you want to play it? Why y'all couldn't talk about y'all kids and y'all situations in public? Y'all live a public life. If you can undress and commit certain acts on, you know what I'm saying, on tape, and certain things have happened. Like I say, this dude done been through a lot. So should she be there behind him? No doubt. Y'all got 4 kids, 4 young people that's looking at y'all to get it right.
They got 4 kids? They got 4?
4 children. 4 children.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, she has some surrogates. She has some surrogate mothers. Yeah, that's right. She had surrogate mothers.
Yeah.
She didn't have 4 kids. She had surrogate. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah. But when you look at that, you say, is she supposed to stand behind it? Yeah, bro.
I mean, I'm speaking from her side of the fence. Look, I'm looking at it from her vision. You know,
I'm looking at it how I would look at a woman. How I would look at a woman.
Yeah, she on some bullshit as a man, from a man perspective.
Yeah.
But as from a woman perspective, hey man, you crashing. Why? Just look at her from her vision. Why are you doing this, Kanye? You hear me? You know what I mean? We have a family. We have a family. The truth is, you hear me? What is the truth?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about the truth. We don't get. People don't give. Why do everybody celebrates Thanksgiving? Why? It's a holiday. What is the actual inception of Thanksgiving? You hear me? But what everybody celebrates, so it's in the now. The truth, shit. They say don't appeal the truth unless you prepare for the anger that comes with disenfranchisement. You hear me? Disenchantment. You hear me?
Yeah.
You can't tell people this shit ain't real. They believe it so much to where you tell them it's not real, they're gonna be mad at you. So,
well, I say this. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I say this with my closing statement. We cannot deny that this is not true. Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys, once had a stadium in Irving. Now it's in Arlington. Huge. Right next to Six Flags. You know what I'm saying? You have so much influence. You have such a platform that you could help stop the slave to master mentality, the slave to owner relations. You could change those relations. Everybody knows you own the Dallas Cowboys, but do that mean that you own the players? Is there really something that says I own and I'm bigger and I'm above certain situations? Are you above correction? You know, I think there's no way that you should feel like you're above correction. On draft night, you draft people. Y'all draft people to play for the Cowboys, and they happy to because they know that they're going to get the biggest checks they've ever received in their lifetime. The biggest checks. They finna sign a contract. Only if we start focusing on words, on what we're doing, we won't get caught in these Charlotte's webs. You know, so I say in my closing statement to the media, the next Tom Brady has a game, realize he has a huge platform. Realize the influence Tom Brady could have if he just asks, he's asked about the Jerry Jones photo. Imagine the difference that you could make if you ask Tom Brady about the Jerry Jones photo and ask him why Jerry Jones hasn't responded. Because we can at least get an apology. At least apology and $500 million. And you go talk to Umar Johnson and get some life coaching and sensitivity on our struggle. Because we have went through school. We have never been in physical slavery. It's all been told to us. And it has turned our minds into what has been told to. And people like you did help assist in it. There's no doubt about it when those little boys, they drove those young bronze furnace made young men out of that school. Let's not forget that. Those boys did not continue to go to that school after these events. So you're well aware of the struggle. Be part of the solution, not the problem. Apologize, pay your dues. You know, you should be suspended for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But we know, we know there's the owners, but we just want to bring that to light. My closing statements, keep the same energy.
I can dig that. In closing, man, I want to read the definition of master. A man who has people working for him, especially servants or slaves, a person who has dominance or control of something. A male head of household. So Why would he want to change the master to slave relationship and they're the master? They're in the position of being the master. So that's all they're worried about maintaining is the master to slave relationship. So I often say a beggar nation can never rise to its full potential. So we often seek a position at their table instead of building our own tables. The time for equality is over. It's the time for independence. That should be the fight, because they know there's no such thing as equality. If they have billion-dollar corporations and we don't even have million-dollar corporations, there's no such thing as an equality. So we need to strive for independence. A beggar nation can never rise to its full potential. So with that being said, we appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here pulling up, messing with us.
Like, share, subscribe.
Peace, God.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. 420 kids.